Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Freedom League Dark in the Multiverse of the Master Mage. Fuck, I almost said it right. The name of tonight's episode is Who Let the Dogs Out? Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will be your humble game master this evening. Tonight, we are playing Green Ronin Publishing's Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG. M&M is a D20 system which generates cinematic superhero action through its central mechanic of a D20 plus a modifier versus a difficulty check. It's super simple and allows a ton of flexibility for gamers looking to tell stories ripped right out of their favorite comics and movies. There's also a wide open character creation system to bring your ideal hero to life. The last thing I want to touch on in the system is one of my favorite game mechanics ever. Mutants and Masterminds gives players hero points to supercharge their actions in game. These points can be used to reroll dice, edit a scene to include something the GM didn't describe, and even to modify or improve a character's powers for that extra oomph to get out of a sticky situation. Hero points are earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically, good role playing, jokes I think are funny, jokes I think aren't funny, and suffering setbacks just like superheroes in other media. However, here at the Untold Stories Project, we have another way for our plucky heroes to earn these hero points, and that is from you, the audience. Anyone who follows, subscribes, or renews a subscription, or donates bits to the stream is given a hero point that you may give to the hero or GM of your choice, as many of our players have done tonight, as an example. Also, hi, Ward Maximus, good to see you. We have gathered some dogtastic heroes tonight. Say who, heroes.
Who heroes?
Heroes.
Nice. I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, and have them answer my question of the day, which is, if you had to create another character with the same name as your current PC, but with different powers or backstory, what would they be like? And we'll start with Kat.
Hey guys, I'm Kat. I'm playing Centuria. You can find me here on Wednesdays, obviously, and then on Friday when our blog, or not our blog post, our podcast release, I am on that as well. As for the question of the day, Centuria, I think, when I was thinking about it, I think that Centuria would be a time traveler, and her traumatic backstory, because my characters always have to have one, she would, at her birth, travel back in time accidentally into like the 1950s, and then she would be raised in that time period by strangers, and she would be trying to figure out a way to get back home, pretty much. So, yeah, and I get to pick who it goes to.
You do.
So I'm gonna pick Andy.
Hey everyone, I'm Andy. I'm here on Wednesday nights for our superhero shenanigans. You can also find me over on our website when I write blog posts and over on our YouTube channel where I'm the host of the Storyforge series. Tonight I am playing Resonant, our resident gem mage. And if she had different powers and a different backstory, I'm thinking something Sonic based to go with the name. Probably not necessarily like a Black Canary, but somebody that could modify and work with sound waves to dampen effects and such of that nature. They'd probably be a little bit more brash and outgoing, and I could see them being played by Kat because I can't quite manage that. But that's what I see. And with that, I will pass it over to Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I'm the left Kevin to the right Kevin in the Twix 2-pack that is the USB Twix Kids. If there was another Gator Man, while it seems obvious, his alternate origin would be the fact in 1965, Dr. Robert Cade, studying in Tallahassee, managed to invent a new formula, something that purely drove the human body to perfection. He called this particular concoction Gatorade, thus drinking it to improve his body, nearly finding a fountain of youth. Gatorade empowered Dr. K to become Gator Man, the hero of Orange and Blue, as the team suggests, and is there to fight crime and keep the campus of the Florida State safe from all evildoers. Obviously.
What I love is the water boy is still your nemesis.
Absolutely. So that and bad hydration. So with that, we'll go up to Jonesy.
Hi, everybody. I am playing Mortis. He is our resident guardian of the crossroads and all around half alive, half dead guy. as for the question of the day, and somewhere in the multiverse, there's a young lad who was a street criminal and leader of a group called the Magpies, which were a group of thieves, and they were hired one day to steal a artifact of questionable origin. It got destroyed, and as it got destroyed during the theft, embedded him and his crew with powers. So now they run around as the Flatliners, and the leader is Mortis, who can touch people and turn them, temporarily freeze their bodies, lock them in place. Another one of the team members is a girl who can turn to a ghost. Another one has these dark blades and stuff. So basically all of Mortis's powers, but handed out to a group of kids.
Cool.
That's pretty dope.
And with that, I will kick it over to Calvin.
All right. Hey everyone, I'm Calvin, and tonight I am playing Bowman, the agile archer with the awesome array of arrows. Here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and podcast on Fridays. Yeah, the name Bowman kind of backed me into a corner. Because I was trying to think
super fancy.
Sure, the bowman. I was trying to find, I don't know, other definitions of bowman. Apparently it's the person who paddles a boat from the front, but that seems super specific, so I wasn't sure it would work. But I was thinking, if I just took a secret identity name, and like what would Fletch be without being Bowman or having the Bowman legacy? And I don't know if he'd be a superhero. I feel like he would probably follow in his father's footsteps again, because that's the thing he does, and he would probably just be like a normal reporter guy, but he would be the one that gets kidnapped all the time, for sure, because someone has to be. But I don't know if he'd be much of a superhero.
So if Bowman wasn't Bowman, he'd be Jimmy Olsen?
I mean, I was more thinking Lois Lane, but sure, I guess I would end up being Jimmy Olsen. I can live with that.
My gee, Mr. Centurion. I'm your best pal. Oh, I love that.
Jazzy journalist of Joyous Cheers.
He'd be Daedalus.
We were all thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Warren Maximus knows what's up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Daedalus would be in this universe, so.
Kidnapped.
Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Daedalus.
He'd be a dead lass. All right. I guess if I had to pick a different superpower than the one I have now,
The opposite of giving people trauma.
I'd be a counselor, I guess.
What would Arctic Fox be?
Oh,
Desert rat.
Desert Rat. Now, if he still had the Arctic Fox
That'd be
name, but he
cool.
wasn't like a Deathstroke, he would be like, be kind of cool for him to be like a werefox. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
With ice powers.
Yeah, like a cryokinesis werefox. He'd be a problem in a World of Darkness game for somebody. All right, but I think without further ado, we are good to go ahead and get started. So, last time we left our heroes off, they were in the midst of fighting Dracula, quote unquote, who once again had a very unfortunate showing against Centuria, who seems to be the master of slaying vampires. With one hit, she's One Punch Man for vampires. Our heroes banded together to make sure they banded together to defeat the Dracula and his minions in the form of the Hellfire Club. They also ran into Emma Frost, who explained that she was not on the side of darkness. She was just playing the role that she was given when she appeared in this TV show, and that there were others like her in the different TV shows who were not fully under Wanda's control. She explained that there were load-bearing creatures, or load-bearing heroes of load-bearing characters of Wanda's magical and psychic energy that needed to be freed in order to break apart the spell that had taken over Camontage. Using this information, our heroes went into the next TV show, which was Magenta Anatomy, where Kat had the best time ever dealing with medical information.
Misinformation.
Yeah, let's call it that.
Yeah. Warren Maximus is requesting an Alt Powers one-shot or Patreon game, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. Resonant and Gatorman were surgeons in the operating room. Centuria and Bowman were working in the imaging lab as an imaging tech, where they had to bring various machines around the hospital to do nonsense magic medical stuff. And Mortis worked in the morgue. Surprise.
Typecasting.
Typecasting.
Down there, Mortis ran into the ghost of Danny Rand, who seemed to be the lucid member of the team floating around. And he was able to bring everybody up and change the tone of the show from magic medicine to ninja mob law and order. But before they were able to go off and fight the hand with the remaining defenders, they were taken back to the next show where we were picking up with them, which is Rover Rescue. They flew their vessel out past the point of Earth's solar system to the galactic readout where they knew Rocket Raccoon was last spotted. And they found a wreckage of a remnant of a battle between different spaceships, and they ran into a beautiful golden retriever named Bork, the Dog of Thunder. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight's game. Aboard the Rover Rescue spaceship, which should probably have a name. If anybody has a name, feel free to throw it out.
Marion.
The Marion.
All
Sorry.
ships in the USP universe are the Marion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would have been fun. I should have done that. I should have messed with you guys a little bit and switched your characters around. Next time I go to the Idiot Box, I'll remember to do that.
Next time.
We'll make it a company-wide crossover.
Ooh. Those poor gem stars did not know what the heck they're getting into.
What the hell is TV?
Is it like Gemcast?
They have LCDs and gem stars. It's fine.
I refuse to believe that Comcast is the one thing that made it from our universe into LaFontaine.
No, I said Gemcast, not as an internet or TV provider, but as a broadcasting system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gosh.
But it's Comcast now.
No.
That trauma's real. Alex is just spreading it.
Today's stream brought to you by Spectrum Internet.
So we're on the ship and we found this dog.
You're on the ship and you found this dog, yes.
EIU.
And on this ship. Oh boy.
B-O-R-K Bork.
As long as it's not BJORK.
Bjork.
Are you okay?
I've had it pretty rough out here.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those days, huh?
This might just be how they talk here.
Can you tell us what happened?
You're from Earth, aren't you?
Yes.
Are you with the Pavengers?
Yes.
Good. Good. We have to warn everyone.
We're out here looking for Rocket. What do we have to warn people about?
Thanos.
Come again?
He took Rocket. He took the stones.
Explain it like we don't know what's going on.
Usually that's how people have to explain things to me. There's a big purple people eater that has the Infinity Stones.
What are the Infinity Stones?
It's kind of confusing, actually. They're rocks that were created in the beginning of the universe that imbue their wielder with insane levels of power. There's one for reality, for time, for space, for the soul, for mind.
Oh, you mean like these? Showing off the collar.
Kind of like those. Where did you get those?
They belong to me.
Well, if you have those ones, maybe you were in luck. Can you track magical rocks?
I look over at Jonesy. I look over at Mortis. I look back at Bork, the dog of thunder. Yes, that's sort of how we were trying to find Rocket. Long story.
Well, wherever Rocket is, that's where the stones will be. And vice versa. And he sort of looks off in the direction of where you're pretty sure the camera is. And he says, Pavengers, roll out.
That didn't. Never mind. Sure. Do you know which way they went? The beginning of a trail is usually a little bit easier to pick up the scent. Ah,
I am a retriever. That is in my nature. However, I was unconscious at the time of Thanos' departure.
okay, well, let's get you to sick bay. Have you looked over? And Mortis, will you see if you can sniff out a trail?
Sure.
You said one of those stones could affect time?
Indeed, the Time Stone.
Right, okay.
So how
Sorry, go ahead.
how many of these darn stones are there?
Bork
Said
takes a
6.
second to count. 6.
Okay, one does time stuff. What's the other 5 do?
There's a Space Stone, which gives people the ability to transmit themselves across the vastness of the cosmos instantaneously. There's the Power Stone, which imbues people with unlimited power. The Mind Stone, which gives you complete and utter control over the minds of living beings. The Soul Stone, which is sort of weird, and I haven't experienced much of what it does in real time. And the Reality Stone, which gives people the ability to change anything they like about reality.
Okay. What kind of look at resin like?
See if you can get a frequency on the stones, or at least a general sense where there's an immense amount of magical power. I'll be back in a minute once I get him dropped off in sick bay.
Looks like a plan.
I will be okay.
No, you will be going to sick bay.
My Asdalgian physiology is able to repair my superficial damage.
And I'm the captain of this ship, and I say you're going to sick bay.
He tucks his tail between his legs and he shuffles off on his own to go to sickbay.
Okay, guess I can help.
Bodog's gonna wait till he leaves and then mention, didn't Strange say something about some sort of time gem or something? Another solution we could have to the problems happening on this Earth?
You want to start messing with time?
Not especially, but it's a shortcut to get to one of the solutions.
But isn't this just part of the
Yeah,
shifting reality of this place?
I'm not sure if this is the real thing yet, but if this is it might give us an option.
Out of character, Strange and his crew were heading to Atlantis to talk to Namor about the location of the Time Stone.
Yeah, but we're new here. I don't know that. I mean, I don't know if the thing got moved since they went.
Right.
That's true.
There's a space stem that lets you move rocks anywhere out in the universe. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
I really don't like the idea of messing with time. If we can at all avoid it, I would prefer we do.
Got it. Plan G.
while they're talking about that, I'm going to start trying to meditate and focus on this soul stone, I guess.
That checks
seems
out.
like- It seems to be the one I'm. Yeah, it just based on it's soulstone. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like the one I should be able to home in on. So, they put the entire crossroads in a little red gem. Anyway,
Crazy. Only if there's a bowstone. Stop. All right, Mortis. Give me a perception check.
sure, I can't use crossroads instead.
You can use expertise crossroads instead.
Woohoo! One.
Taking forever.
You can do it, roll 20. Yep. Well, part of it's on me. I had forgotten to open the character sheet.
Mm.
I was focused on role playing. Expertise crossroads.
Oof.
Oh, I got a rock.
No, you
so-
didn't get a rock. That's the problem.
I rolled a 1, so yeah, I got a whopping total of 12. I literally could not have rolled any worse than that.
You gonna spend a
That's-
hero point to reroll?
Yeah, I got a hero point at the beginning of the game from my amazing co-stars, so I will. Even though I can't see them, because that stupid new pop-up. Sorry. There it is.
Join video, join voice. I already
Yes.
told you no.
And so I'll use this to reroll, and I will get a 24 in my reroll.
It's a pretty good roll. Mortis, you do sense some sort of soul energy coming from the planet below you. A very concentrated pocket of what you would consider to be ethereal or spectral or soulful energy.
I got something down on the planet below. Question is, how do we get the planet below? Do we? I guess we fly in and land. I don't know how this ship works. Unless there's
It can land on the surface of the planet, yeah.
Unless there's some fancy beam them down technology that I haven't, you may have spotted that I missed.
Well, I mean, there's your special beam them down energy.
Don't violate the Prime Directive, though.
I'm really kind of surprised you wouldn't go somewhere further away from where they apparently just had a giant battle. But maybe their ship was damaged. Can we use the sensors on the ship to scan for anything down on the planet? Maybe get a better reading as to where they're at?
That is something that you can certainly attempt to do.
Looking over at Bodog.
I can take a crack at it.
Bodog, give me a vehicles check.
Vehicles is 20 total.
With a 20, Bodog, you give a good scan of the planet, and you find that this is... the computer says it's a Class 4 planet, but there's no explanation as to what exactly that means. You do detect that there are several pockets of organized life forms collated in cities around the surface of the planet. Looks like there are 5 continents that are capable of supporting life. And it looks like there is a strange infusion of cosmic energy sort of permeating the atmosphere centered around a mountain on the northeastern continent.
Okay. Then he'll just like gesture towards where it's coming up on some sort of display screen, presumably. I have it.
Does that gel with what you were sensing, Mortis?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Let's take the ship down there, find Rocket. Hopefully put an end to this before more of this. So down to the planet we go.
Excellent. Are you taking the big ship that you're in down, or are you going to split off to some of the smaller craft that you have available to you?
Take the squeaky toy.
Take the squeaky toy.
Yeah.
Assuming a shuttle can hold all of us.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, then yeah, we'll take a shuttle.
Who has the con while you're away, Captain Resident?
The ship's AI.
Gideog.
Gideon.
Perfect. I'll tell Melee to behave himself while you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Put the ship in standby. Sit boy.
The whole ship moves. Everybody falls. Ah! All right, so the rover rescue pile into the shuttle, and you start making your way down to the surface. Who's driving? Flying.
Bodog. I think we determined that Bodog was the pilot.
Yep.
Do you want me to get Thunderdog on the way out?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I must call Heimdog. I should have done this whole thing in Asgard. That would have been perfect. Make you guys ride the Borgfrost.
Too late.
Drat. Too bad. Anyway, so the shuttle cuts down through the atmosphere. You're easily able to sort of navigate down. Bodog, please give me another vehicles check.
Right? 21 total.
Perfect. You're able to keep it steady. The atmosphere is a little difficult to pilot in. There's some sort of weird energy surges passing through the ionosphere several times as you're making your way across the planet's surface. And you get the sense from the sensors, Bodog, that there is great catastrophe happening all across this planet as you're making your way through. There are strange meteorological events taking place. It looks like there is conflict breaking out in some of the cities as you're passing over, and everything just seems to be generally really bad.
Yeah, and he will, like put that information up for the whole team to see.
Well, that's definitely not good.
The denizens of this planet appear to be mostly cats.
That explains it. Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I mean, here it might.
Well, whatever's going on, if we can put a stop to it, we will.
And
Could also be an effect of those stones, so just try to fortify your minds or something.
does anybody have a way to fortify minds?
Nope. I mean,
I have a fortified mind.
That
Gator Man's
Centuria's
so
just like
hard.
trying really hard, you know.
That
Centuria's
miraculous
squinting real
elixir
hard.
Gatorade, yeah.
Everybody think about that 1 week song. Awesome. Well, Bodog, I'll let you keep your 21 as you're making your approach, passing very quickly towards the source of the cosmic interference that your sensors are picking up. You see, sure enough, there is a mountain range. The top of the highest mountain appears to have been blasted flat, and there is a large spaceship semi-crashed into the top of the mountain range. You can see as you're approaching that there is a kaleidoscope of colors branching out from a central point at the top of that ship. And you can hear the sound of blaster fire and explosions coming from within. And it looks like there are cascading waves of this energy of the 6 different colors washing away from the ship and out and around the entire vicinity. I need everybody to make me a fortitude save and a will save.
What is the will save against?
The will save is against a rank 16 effect.
More, what's the effect, the will effect?
Oh,
I have
the effect is going to be impaired, disabled, or transformed.
Okay. Because I have an immunity, and I wasn't sure if it was going to affect this or not.
No worries.
I
You immune
didn't
to mind
realize that
control?
my fortitude
Yes.
is like hella good. Unaware.
I don't like that will save, so I'm gonna reroll.
Damn, Gator Man.
That is a
Constitution.
20. That's a 28 for my will save.
Okay. So the numbers we're looking for both saves are 26.
So resonant passed both 27 and the 28.
Fortitude, I got a 30. Will, I got a 26.
Good job, Centuria.
I failed them both.
Yeah, same.
Do I like the
But-
18
but
will
can-
ride?
But can you really do any sort of transformation against the Lord of Death? I mean,
Well, you didn't fail by 3 degrees, did you?
no.
I mean, right now you're the dog of death, so I don't know.
The dog of death!
Hey, Bane.
Get out of my house, dog.
You weren't born to the darkness.
Oh my god. Cat, I'm just dying from our musical game.
That's a good one.
So if you failed by 2 degrees, which Mortis failed the will save by 2 degrees.
So did Gator Man.
So did Gatorman, so did Bowman. You will be disabled for a little while as your minds are being pulled against each other. Seemingly into each other's memories. You're starting to feel... You're having a little bit of weird body dysmorphia as your brain is like, I'm in this body, I'm in this body, I'm in this body, as you're sort of melding together. It's very strange. The fortitude saves, looking for a 26. If you failed by 2 degrees.
Yep.
Sorry, I gotta pull up my notes to remember what this one does. I believe it's just stun for 2 degrees. As you're sort of catatonic. Yep, it's just stun for the second degree and dazed for the first degree. Bowman, are you stunned?
Yeah, I got 17 for both.
You're flying the ship.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have re-rolled that.
He was flying the ship.
Yeah, no.
I'm just going to fly the ship. I don't know why I'm talking like this now. But,
So that is important that Bowman is stunned. Wow, okay.
that's fine. I'll grab the controls.
I'll be right back. Please don't kill us.
Okay.
No promises.
Gatorman, you're gonna try to grab the controls?
Yep.
Will you make a vehicles check for me with your -5 for disabled?
Sure.
But does he get some of Bowman's memories on how to fly the ship?
No.
So that'll be a 12 because I rolled a 3. I'll spend a hero point on because crashing.
Wow, Gatorman's got a 14 in vehicles. That's what's up.
Drives the getaway car. So that was a 9, so that becomes 33 minus 5, so 28.
That feels like a waste of Gatorman's abilities to drive the getaway car, but I get it.
That was before he became a Gator Man.
He's get away, man.
I'm Getaway Man.
Oh.
28 Gatorman, you were able to prevent the ship from crashing as it is yanked down by some sort of gravitational effect. You don't crash into the ground and explode. You're able to guide it into a safe, quote-unquote, crash. So nobody has to roll a toughness save for the ship crashing down.
Huzzah.
The ship
Well,
does skid into the ground and slam into the other spaceship that's down here. And you can hear klaxons sounding in that other ship. You can hear the sound of blaster fire. And you guys are free to disembark and attempt... disembark, damn it. And attempt to do whatever you wish.
Ship
Yeah.
goes squeaky.
Let's
Let me.
get off the ship. Let's find Rocket.
I'm gonna check on Bow Wow, man.
The Getaway fan boat.
Gator Man, leave Bowman to me. I'll take care of him. Go see if you can find Rocket.
Yeah. All right. Kick open the door.
Alright, everybody roll for initiative. Click on your
Token
token
to-
first as well, please.
Token.
We are
Now
always
you've been all-
token Ride.
Fancy all like.
Alright.
You don't care. Edit mine to 11 if the impaired is going to affect initiative 2.
Impaired does affect initiative as well.
Thank you very much.
The Mortis is impaired. Bodog is impaired.
Roll for Centuria.
And Centuria can roll when she gets back.
Okay.
It's time for initiative, cat. And you're on mute.
That's good. I cursed.
Yeah.
Yay. What
Good
happened?
job.
Did we get to the planet?
Yes.
I landed us
Cat.
and we didn't explode.
Love that.
I'm just rolling initiative for Rocket and the bad guys.
Okay. Are the bad guys all cats?
No,
You haven't seen them yet, but it's
Now
potential.
and forever.
The bad guys are all Jennifer Hudson in Cats.
Ooh, it's the worst.
Bad guys are the dog's natural enemy. A bunch of vacuum cleaners.
True.
Roomba.
The Doomba!
Doombot.
Doombot. Look, Doomba is still one of my favorite creations of all time. Alright, so something is happening within the spaceship. I'll skip those two characters for now. Centuria, you were the first of the heroes outside. So the ship, the shuttle crashed it down, slammed into the other spaceship. You heard alarms, blaster fire, and the sounds of explosions and screaming as people are chasing Rocket.
Okay, well, I am going to position myself in between Rocket and the bad people chasing him, and I will punch the one closest to him.
Alright, so Centuria, you go flying off in the direction of the catastrophe. You fly fast enough that you're able to get to where Rocket is. You can see that he's been skittering through the spaceship. He looks really frazzled and annoyed, and he is holding a golden collar in his hands. In one hand, he has a golden collar in one hand that's got 6 gemstones in it that are all producing this weird wave of colorful energy. He has a blaster in the other hand, and chasing him are a collection of people, including they're a collection of cats, as you guessed. One of them is an enormous purple cat with a golden costume, who seems to be leading the other three that are following him along. There is a Siamese cat floating on a rock with sort of dark gray stippling up his forehead. And there are two black cats chasing after Rocket that appear to be armed with these weird sort of sharp pole-armed weapons.
Okay, I want to hit the purple one.
It checks out.
Right, so I should roll for that.
Puppy power.
Puppy power!
That's a critical hit. Haha. So 25 to hit, DC 38.
Centuria, why?
I don't like cats.
You heard it here
You
first.
are a cat.
But you are a cat.
I don't have any exclusions from what I just said.
I know what I
Oh
said.
no.
I hate me most. DC 38, you say? Son of a gun.
He says.
To
I'm going to
smithereens,
spend
you
the
say.
hero point that Deuce gave me, so thank Deuce for this, cat.
You're welcome.
Ha!
Awesome. Awesome. He gets a 35, so he takes a bruise. What happens, cat, as you fly up and surprise him with actual damage?
So she sort of flies up, and as she flies, she's taking in the whole situation, trying to figure out why Rocket is holding this thing, but assuming that the golden collar is why they're chasing him. And then she'll slam into the ground and just, like, literally just deck the purple cat in the face with her paw. Forgot I was a dog for a second.
Stop in the paw.
I don't really know how my powers work with paws.
Slapping.
Stop in the name of paw.
Maybe, like, she, like, does, like, a big headbutt.
That's a good move.
I think that's what she probably
Has Sherlock ever headbutted you? Because I feel like you would die.
Yes. It is not comfortable.
Rocket looks up at you and says, "Oh, thank God, one of you guys is finally here. Is that you, Carol?"
No. Who's Carol? And then I'm like, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, she's not here.
Well, whoever you are, stop these guys from these Infinity Stones. I'm trying to figure us a way out of here.
Okay.
We have a ship.
Get to the chopper.
Centuria, you've attracted the attention of P, who is going to slide over and try to stab you with this long spear that she has.
Did you say that was a slide to the left?
Slide to the right. Hey, there are more than single-digit numbers on a D20 roll 20.
Nope, doesn't exist.
She gets a 7 plus 15 is a 22 to hit your parry DC, Centuria.
That'll hit me.
Go ahead and give me a toughness check.
35.
You're not even phased by it. It comes in, they try to stab into you, and you could feel the blade vibrating with this sort of lethal intent, but it doesn't penetrate your skin. And she dips back, rolls back over to engage with the other black cat. R is Rocket, who is going to scurry away from this scene with the Infinity Collar, and he is going to roll back in the direction that Centuria came, but he's not able to get close enough to the ship because Centuria flies really fast. Mortis. Bow Wow Man is one spray bottle arrow away from ending this.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to blast the hell out of the guy chasing after, or the cat chasing after the raccoon.
Excellent.
Because that's an ordinary day of my freaking superhero world life. Imperial bolts. 1d5 to hit.
25 will hit. You're hitting the purple one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hit the purple one.
I'm assuming that whoever's closest to Rocket.
Yep. He's got a bruise, so -1 toughness. Oh my god. He takes a bruise and a daze from your ethereal bolt. What happens, Mortis?
Mortis lets a barrage of bolts striking him, basically blasting up his torso straight into his face.
He looks at you and Centuria Dog and gruffly focuses his attention on you.
Churia dog.
You will not get in the way of my glorious purpose. He says, dazed, so he can't even chase Rocket.
Come on, don't I look like his one true love, Death?
Do you want that smoke? I don't know if you want that smoke.
I'm willing to spit a hero point and make us happy.
Saying, you know.
You do have death vibes. That is true. Can Mortis get a boyfriend in every universe before his wedding? That's the question.
Hot girl summer for Mortis.
Anything else, Mortis? Are you happy hanging out there?
Yeah, yeah.
Resonant.
All right, come on, Fletch, up and at 'em. Time to fight the bad guys. She's going to use calibration to help take conditions away from Fletch. 24.
That will heal Fletch of all of his conditions. The stunned and the disabled.
Woohoo!
Feeling much better.
Oh yeah, Mortis, make a will save also. And a fortitude save at the end of your turn. My bad.
Okay. I got a will save of 27,
Okay, so you shrug the disabled.
and I got a 18 on my fort save.
You still have the daze.
With that after fixing more Bowman up, she'll head out and survey the scene. Battlefield awareness.
Awesome.
Let's see here. Insight check. There are 4 bad guys.
There are 4 bad guys.
4 bad guys. So 4 rolls and a -4 total for each, or -4 for each roll. So Thanos, P, E, G.
Wow.
31, 29, 35, 38. That's with the -4 built in.
Alright, let me roll a will save for Thanos. You got 31 on him?
Yep. So nothing from him.
I'll give you for free that he's a higher power level than you.
Okay.
Who's next? It was P?
Yep.
Or E? Okay.
P.
P. And you do vanquish him or her by 1, which will mean you'll find out that she's an equal power level to you. And I'll give you 1 of her numbers.
Let's go with dodge.
Her dodge is an 18.
Okay.
And then G. Oh no.
I know everything.
Yeah, you got a 35 on G, right?
Yep.
So that's a difference of 24, which is 4 degrees. So you're able to find out that he's also the same power level as you, and you'll get 4 of his numbers.
Dodge. Parry. Toughness. Fortitude.
Dodge and parry are both a 20. The toughness is a 6, and then fortitude, you said?
Yeah.
Fortitude is a 10.
Okay.
And then E. You are able to find out one of E's numbers, and you're able to find out that he is a higher power level than you.
Let's go with toughness.
His toughness is a 6.
Okay. So I passed that information along to my team, telling them, these guys are going to be really tough to hit, but one good hit will probably lay a few of them out.
Excellent. Are these Infinity Stones or the Infinity Squeaky Toys? Good job, Resonant. Anything else?
All done.
Perfect. Thanos is bruised in more ways than one. But Centuria is still in his face, so he is going to punch Centuria. And he saw that he hit her really hard, so he's going to... he's not going to use all-out or power attack or anything like that. He's just going to give her a good old knock on the head.
Walk on the head.
With a 27 to hit your parry DC, Centuria.
Will hit me.
Please give me a toughness save. You're looking for a 37.
Hold on. Not taking a 23. No thanks. Hard pass. 32.
That'll just be a bruise.
Alright, I'll take it.
So he rocks back. And again, he's a cat, so he just sort of bats you really hard across the face a couple of times. In an annoyed cat way. And his days will drop off at the end of his turn. Bodog.
Bodog, feeling much better, is going to come bounding out of the ship. And take aim with, I guess, some sort of crossbow mounted on his back. Going to let's just support the team for now, make it easier for the hit. I'm going to much like he was doing with Colossus earlier, he will just be shooting arrows towards the cat Thanos, trying to knock him off balance with sort of an agile feint.
Excellent.
As he's hopping around and then shooting bolts in his direction.
Juggernaut.
What did I say?
Colossus.
Yeah, take that, Pure Tear.
Oh, no.
Piotr.
Yeah, they're basically the same. As I upset the entire X fandom.
Mm-hmm.
The views of Jonesy do not reflect on the views of everyone else.
I will use a hero point for this one. Because I want to actually do something useful today. 27 total.
Well, it's not just me that rolled 20s acting a fool for. And you can resist by will, so he'll try that. I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. I've rolled a 4 on the dice to get an 18. So he is vulnerable.
And I will set him up and pass that bonus along to 4 people, which is the rest of the team.
Let me double check the rules real quick, because you beat him by 13. He might be defenseless. That's under deception, I think. Fainting. Oh, no, but it caps out at vulnerable, so you have made him vulnerable.
Okay. So
It's
he would be vulnerable to
demoralizing
everyone.
that has more degrees.
Maybe I'll use that in the future. But yeah, he should be vulnerable to everybody. Except me, but I'm not trying to damage him.
Excellent. So his dodge and parry are halved for anybody else that's trying to attack him.
Which one is that? Thanos?
Thanos, yep.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cat Thanos!
Yeah.
Like, some of these Marvel characters have easy dog and cat pun names, some of them don't.
Capos?
Cat Pose.
The Infinity Beans?
The Infinity
Cat-
Beans!
Cat Toast, the Infinity Beans.
He's just trying to make biscuits on reality. Gator Man,
Oh,
who is just an alligator in this universe.
just Gator. Yep. Well, let's slither on out there and take a bite out of crime. Well, all out and power attack the big purple cat.
Gruff,
5 on
the
both.
crime alligator.
Right. So it should still be -5. 8's not going to do it.
Show ain't. You want to spend a hero
That's
point?
fine. We'll roll with that. Nah, we'll hang on to that one.
Alright, so Gatorman, you come out even vulnerable. Thanos is able to sort of step away from your attack and bat you on the snout with his other paw that he's not batting Centuria with. Give me a will save at the end of your turn to see if you shrug off the disabled.
Yo. Sure do, boss.
You sure do. Good for you. So your brain stops trying to find other brains to be a part of.
Whoa.
God, sometimes I'm wrong, but that's okay. E is going to go next. So that's Ebony Paw. He's going to telekinesis himself up and over, and he's going to try and drive Mortis away from Cat Thanos because he thinks that the ghost is a problem. He's going to brain blast you. Mortis, please give me a will save. And this will be against damage 29. Not damage 29, DC 29.
Crud. We have 20.
That's a bruise and a daze. You are already dazed if that sways you in any direction. You can't get double dazed.
Okay.
Double days. Are we gonna go to the physical challenge after this?
Hold in
So,
my brain.
Ebony Paw floats up on a rock, sort of looks down at you in that imperious, I'm a cat and I'm higher than you sort of way, and your brain just starts to shred in your head.
That horrible cat meow out.
Meow.
He's knocking my brain off the shelf.
No, Mercury, don't go up there. Corvus Glaive is going to roll over and try to help. He's going to try to help Thanos by taking out the person that's shooting arrows at him and being irritating. Wata. 26 did your parry DC, Bowman.
Nope.
He misses as he comes in and swings this big mighty glaive at you, and you're able to dog roll out of the way. And he looks at you with narrow cat eyes like he's ready for the biggest battle of all time. No, baby
Raggy.
puppy. The Dejuva's in
Bulldog.
trouble.
Quickly, Bodog, roll over.
You roll over and you crushed your crossbow on your back.
No.
That's his turn. Centuria.
You already know I'm gonna try to bite homeboy
Feels good.
Thanos.
He is vulnerable to you if that
Why did I
changes
forget
you.
Thanos' name? I'll do a heavy blow. 19?
19 will hit because he's vulnerable.
Thank God. 35.
He's got 2 bruises. He can roll with 35. He does not. He misses it by 7, rolling a 28, so he'll take another bruise.
And I'm gonna go fatigue to do it again.
That's a good choice. He's dazed.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna spend a luck point to reroll. That's actually a 21.
That'll hit. Actually, 20 hits, 21 doesn't hit.
Bad Alex.
DC 35.
One day I'm gonna run a bad guy that has that ability to just like change their stats in the middle of what's happening.
You really want to deal with all that math?
No, I don't want to deal with all that math. He gets a 38 to resist the 35, so he is okay on the second attack.
Okay.
What happens, Centuria, as you're laying into him?
Just tries to bite him, and she sort of clamps down a little bit, but then he wiggles out of her mouth.
Nice. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Proxima doesn't like what you're doing. She's going to jump up and try to stop Centuria from all that.
Can she not?
She cannot not. She is going to use 3 points of power attack to reduce her to hit by 3. So this will be plus 12 to hit instead of plus 15. 17's not going to hit though, so I guess she can not.
Hell yeah, brother. Almost though.
She comes up and she slides it just across your beautiful mane of white hair. Rocket's gonna scurry around and hide behind Resonant. He's like, I don't know who you guys are, but if we can get out of here, that would be great.
The ship took a little damage on landing. Can you see about getting it fixed?
He looks at you. Yeah, I can see about getting it fixed.
Thank you.
You guys came out here in space. You want to fix the spaceship? Really?
Kind of busy fighting off the things chasing you.
You fight the purple thing, we'll fix the ship.
All right, fair point. Then they'll scurry inside. Mortis.
So I am going. One of them is attacking me. Is obviously trying to fry my brain. I don't like that. But there's also the other two. Debating. Do any of them look particularly worse for wear?
I mean, Thanos has 3 bruises.
Really haven't hit the others yet.
Resonant said the others are hard to hit but easy to hurt.
So I look for one of the other ones, and I'm going to try to bind them. The one that's not the one that's blade blasting me, but the other two, whatever the other two that's closest to me.
Okay.
I'm going to try to entangle them with my ghostly chains because it's resistance by willpower.
Excellent. Not willpower.
Yep. 25 to hit.
25 will not hit them.
They're hard to hit.
Do you want to spend a point, or are you holding on to it?
I'm going to hold on to it, but I'm going to spend my move action to go insubstantial.
You are dazed, if that.
Oh, never mind. No, I'm not.
But you do get a fortitude save to resist to shrug off the daze.
31.
Oh, you're great. No more dazes for Mortis. Since you got a natural 20, I'll let you even turn insubstantial.
Click.
That's how I shook it off.
Oh, I'm going ghost. Poop.
Perf.
Not the ghost dog. Proximate. Warden Maximus knows what's up. Oh, but she's a cat. She's not a dog. Resonant, over to you.
All right. Was it E or G that I got the full? Set
G was
on?
the one that you had the full setup on.
Okay. Well, that one's attacking Bowman, so let's go ahead. Resonant is going to pull on her black onyx. So her coat at this point becomes color of the night sky, while her eyes become black with a very fiery glow behind them, and she's going to attempt to tear the veil on Corvus Glaive.
It took me a second when you said your coat. I was like, Resonant
Yeah.
can't change her clothes, but it's that's hair
So-
for animals.
So this should be a ranged attack. It's an affliction, but so it looks like it rolled a 14 and it has a plus 13 to hit, so this should be a 27 to hit.
That will not hit.
Jeebus.
Yeah, he's got an 18 dodge and parry. Remember?
No, I didn't. That was the problem.
Oh,
I remembered the 20 on Proxima.
Ah.
So.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. Still not sure why this didn't do what it was supposed to. No. Yeah, I need to put the skill name in here. That's why it's not. Okay, go ahead. Move on.
Okay, so he gets out of the way. What does the black onyx? What does the tearing the veil do?
It's an affliction.
Does it have a visible effect, or is it a subtle thing?
Well, let me see here. Gotta remember. I don't use this one very often.
Because they might be like, abhor the witch. Punish the psyker.
Does not have subtle.
Okay.
Basically, it would have just made shadows crawl over their eyes.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't hit him with it, so.
So, shadow monster lashes out at Corvus Glaive and gets it and misses.
Yep.
But in 6 seconds, one dog turned into a ghost, another one turned into a black dog. We are a scary group.
Scary. Cat Thanos is dazed again. Because why not? So he will go ahead and try to keep punching up on Centuria. 14 doesn't hit Centuria, though.
Nope.
So he will go ahead and drop his days off, but that is the end of his turn. Bodog.
Are these guys close enough for a 30-foot radius burst to affect the majority of them?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Then Bodog is gonna do a cool dog backflip away from this guy. And he's going to shoot a, let's see if this works, magic ricochet arrow.
Ooh.
So it is an area selective damage.
Perfect. I'll say 30 feet you can get Ebony Paw, Thanos, and Proxy Meow.
Do I get, I don't remember the pun name for Corvus Glaive, but...
No, he's close to you, so he's not over there with them.
Oh, no, I meant, like, he would be in the, radius as well.
I don't think he's within 30 feet of the other three. I think the other three are within 30 feet of each other, but I don't think...
Oh, right. Okay.
That's the trouble with Theater of the Mind. Sometimes burst area gets a little weird, but...
Yeah, no worries. Well, I guess I'm being helpful to everyone else today. Let's go for it. So, yeah, it would be an area thing that I need to dodge.
And it's a
and
DC...
then it would be a damage effect.
So it's damage 13. Or damage...
11.
11. Damage 11. Math is hard.
Yeah.
So that's a DC 21 dodge save. Ebony Maw will roll dodge.
Oh, sorry. It's unreliable. I have to do the
Oh, you gotta
50-50
roll
roll first. Forgot that's how I did my thing. Okay, 16 for a... It's high end, right?
Yeah, high end. Yep.
Okay.
So it goes off. Boom. So Ebony Maw will make the initial dodge save, but he'll still have to roll against damage 6, so DC 21. Oh, no. That's annoying. 21 minus 5 is 16, so you take out Ebony Maw with one shot, Bodog.
2.
Thanos will succeed on the dodge save. Good for Thanos, I guess. So he's looking at a toughness save of 21. He's got a 19, so he'll succeed. Proxima will succeed on the dodge save. But she'll take a bruise and a daze from the arrow. What happens, Bodog?
So he leaps up, fires in midair, and then the magic arrow bursts out and like ricochets between each of the enemies before dissipating on the last one. And as he lands, I'm gonna fatigue myself and then just bother Cat Thanos more.
Man, that dog keeps bothering me.
And then just give Glaive, like, I don't know, a wink or something. Ooh. How helpful do I want to be to people? I almost crashed a ship. I should probably be helpful.
Oh, let me roll. I might fail. No, he doesn't fail.
No, that's odds were not good on that. No, I'll spend the point. If Roll20 will corroborate.
Oh, I rolled his dodge. I didn't roll his will, so it's actually a 27.
Nah, even worse. 31.
You succeed. He's vulnerable to 4 characters of your choice.
Yeah, just the rest of the team.
Perfect. So everybody is having an easier time hitting Thanos. We'll see how that plays out for the Gator Dog. Gator Man.
Normal, good old Gator. Is it Proximial, the one attacking Centuria with
Yes.
Thanos?
Yep.
Well, down to all fours, spin around, and tail slap them both.
Ooh. Is that a multi-attack or a cone area
Area
effect?
effect.
Oh my god. That's a big old tail.
Good old Gator tail. So it's DC 20, right? Yeah,
Yep, so DC 20,
20
dodge.
for the dodge.
Thanos is vulnerable to you, so his dodge is half, so he's only getting a +5 instead of a +10. He fails the initial dodge save, so he has to roll a toughness versus the full 25. With his 3 bruises, he'll take a bruise because I roll a 2 on the dice. And Proxima is looking for a 20 with her 18 dodge. She'll succeed on that. But she still has to make a DC 20 toughness save, and she's got 1 bruise. She'll take another bruise as she rolls a 19.
And also a DC normally 20, so just 15 fortitude save or be knocked prone.
Not a fortitude save.
Tails are tricky.
She's not prone. Which means anybody who attacks her in melee gets a +5 bonus to hit.
Which is Gator Man.
You know,
You got a death roller, Gator Man? You're gonna go fatigued?
yeah, sure, why not? It's what you gotta do.
Not the death roll.
See if we can chomp. Nom. Don't know it's gonna hit.
So you get a +5 to hit, so that'll be a
Mhm.
26. That will just miss. You need a 28 to hit her.
Yeah. Alright, that works.
Alright, so she puts the spear sort of in your mouth and sort of wrestles you away as you're trying to bite her while she's on the ground.
Oh, it's a cartoon. I know how that goes.
I can't bite down, there's something in my mouth.
It's like a toothpick the wrong way.
What did you think was going to happen when you bit them? Alright. Clavis Glaive is going to look at Bodog and say, hey, dance with the one who brought you.
Oh.
Pay attention to me, senpai.
Never.
And he's going to use no points of all-out attack, but he is going to just slash at you with his spear thingy. 29, Bodog.
Ooh, that'll match, and he's the attacker.
Haha! I'm the attacker. I need a toughness save. You're looking for a... Math is hard. DC 26.
That's doable. Didn't do it, though. 16.
16, that's a bruise in a daze. As you miss by 10.
Yep.
So he comes in, he slashes you as you're like, no, no. I'm imagining like that dog who is like, no take, only throw. And, you know what? He's going to go fatigued and do it again.
Ooh.
Wow.
And only get an 18 to hit, so
Okay.
that's not going to work. So, Bodog, you are able to recover from that attack. Centuria.
I'm gonna hit Thanos again.
Hmm.
With a
Yes,
crit!
you are.
Oh my god, Centuria, why?
DC 40.
He asked for it.
I officially can't roll a 40 with him anymore.
You have a multi-attack on that? Or I think something else.
I don't think
know,
Heavy
man.
Boy has multi-attack on it.
I think
That's
you're
just-
correct.
Really hard to hit with it, but that's a ton of damage.
DC.
Is that like a -2 bonus?
DC 40. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. That is a fail by 16 as I roll a 24. Centuria, you knock him out. What happens?
So I just literally like bite him and I just thrash around with him in my mouth and then I just throw him.
Splat.
This is no longer PG.
We've moved into PG-13.
Nothing with Centuria's PG.
Centuria, you hear the voice of a million children cry out in terror, and then are suddenly silenced as somebody turns the TV off in their house.
Oops.
The audience gasps. Ah.
Poor
He was
Thanos.
evil. He was evil!
No, it's
He
fine.
was a
It's good.
cat.
What else, Centuria? Is that? Are you happy with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Proxima is rolling around on the ground with an alligator on top of her, and her boss just got knocked out. So this is looking like a lose situation for the Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. She's gonna try to stab the alligator.
Listen here.
But she's at a -5 because she's prone attacking somebody that's standing over her. 25 to hit.
That it?
Please give me a toughness save. You're looking for a 26.
Interpose.
go. No.
No. Oh, well. Never mind. Dang, you did that so fast.
He said
Didn't
roll
give me a chance
26.
to
There you go.
Save you.
Bowman's over there getting mauled by a dog. By a cat.
I was
Centuria's
dealing with Thanos.
Centuria's like interpose for Gator Man.
It's alright. Respect.
This is right here. It's convenient.
I
don't
never
even have
was,
to
but you're
move.
all the way over there and it's just so far.
Rocket's gonna roll a technology check. Okay, Rocket Raccoon.
Jesus.
Damn.
He's fixing the ship.
46.
He's like, these guys are idiots. It's not even broken. They just dropped it. It's a 5-second rule for spaceship crashes. Mortis.
Yeah, I mean, we dropped Thanos. I guess I can try to restrain the last one. Attacking poor Bowman, but the odds of me hitting her slim to none. But
I believe in you.
Nope, 23.
Yeah, 23 won't hit. Again, he's sort of very focused on Bodog, but he's able to sort of nimbly get out of the way of the ghostly chains as they're continuing their ninja cat and dog fight. Anything else, Mortis?
Nope.
Perfect. Resonant.
I'm gonna try it again because don't have much else to do from that perspective. So we will just go ahead and attempt to tear the veil again. Hey, it's a 28, and I'm the attacker.
Oh, not my veil.
Not my veil. Don't tear my veil.
So he has a DC 23 Fortitude save.
Here we go.
Oh, he passed.
I'm as surprised as you are. He gets a 26 versus the 23.
Okay.
He says, "Don't tear my veil."
Okay.
Just pretend like it's a curtain. You'll tear it yourself.
Anything else resonant?
Nope.
All right, the Bodog.
Okay. Do I want to give this guy attention?
Just be like, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it.
That's all.
Just casually put a glass of water on the counter and look at him.
No, I'll take a shot. I'll just do a regular shot because I need my hitting bonus. And I'll shoot a boxing glove arrow at him. We're in a cartoon world. I don't know why I haven't used it yet.
KO.
27 to hit.
That will not hit him.
Well, I don't want to exhaust myself, so
The boxing glove flies narrowly close to him, and he looks at you like, "Yes, finally, some attention." And then,
yeah, but Bodog isn't even looking at him. Like the crossbow turret's just firing at his direction.
damn.
That dog just squint.
And then your days will drop off, Bowman.
Yeah, I'm dazed anyway, so there's no here. That's it.
Awesome. Gator Man.
Alright. I'm gonna get a hold of this cat that's rolling around on the ground.
Yeah,
We're
she's
gonna
still
freeze
prone
the
because
cat.
she was dazed last time, so she couldn't stand up and attack.
We're gonna try and freeze Catter. We're gonna get a good old bite in the back of the neck. All out for 5.
Gator Man calls this move the Mama Cat.
Good lord. So that was a 1.
Yep.
Budget. Tired, the cat doesn't go bite the cat. That'll bite the cat.
Oh no.
So 24, and then the +5 for being prone, so it equals out. So yeah, 29. Crit. 35 is the DC.
Did you use power attack too, right?
I did not. I just used all out.
Oh, okay. 35 DC. She's got 2 bruises. Yeah, you take her out of the fight, Gator Dog. What happens?
Just exact pounce on the cat, bite it by the scruff of the neck, sling it back and forth a little bit, and just chuck the cat across the room. Not into the ship and watch it die like Centuria, because that's still frightening. But just chuck it across the clearing.
You throw it in a pile on Thanos?
That seems appropriate.
I think a gator doing it would be scarier.
I agree. Clavis Glaive is going to disappear into the shadows because, no, that's too much smoke for him.
Loser.
He's out of here. And that will take us out of combat.
All right.
How far away did he get?
Boxing glove arrow.
He-
Just like the.
he's probably still in range of an attack. It's a cartoon.
I'll go for it again.
Bodog tests the wind, fires into the air. Boxing glove arrow. Bonk.
I really hope this works.
Kabong!
Oh,
33
Yes.
to hit.
it's
That does hit. Oh no. Just a bruise, but you know what? I love the cinematicness of it that you do hear him go, "Ugh!" and he goes unconscious as the boxing glove hits him in the darkness.
Wonk.
Oh,
Just sad cat noise and then the crash in the alley. That sort of like bottled sound effect.
where did they even find a tin trash can? That's amazing.
We're in space. All right. I'm gonna give everybody a hero point for defeating the Black Order of Cats.
Black Cat Order.
The Black Cat Order. Minus the big guy, but that's just because I never remember what the big guy's name is. And he feels redundant to me with Thanos being on the team.
That the Cassidian Order.
Yeah, what's his name? It's
Obsidian Maw.
Ebony Maw is the
Oh yeah.
the Black Dwarf. Is that what his name is? What's his name?
We'll look it up and tell you after break.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sir, not important to this because he got knocked out.
Sir not appearing in this film.
Cull Obsidian.
Call Obsidian, that's what it is. Silly name. That's rich coming from the guy who made Doomba, but that's me. But yeah, Rocket's able to get the ship up and running. He brings it over to pick you guys up. He looks down and he says, "You're from the real world, right?"
You know what the real word is, so yeah.
Yeah, I assume you guys aren't usually like that.
No, our forms are not canine.
I kind of am.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
So what are you normally like?
Like this.
That's unfortunate. Walk on the ship.
I walked into that. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm working through that right now. He's lucky I'm in therapy.
I know a door you can talk to.
That's not even in the idiot box.
Technically, it is.
Oh my god. No, that's in the Dead Sophie's universe.
Someone has to make sure that place is okay.
Oh,
Mm.
that poor door. Waiting for his mom to come home. She's never coming back. But Rocket will bring you guys in. He'll put down the Infinity Collar in front of you. He says, "We got to get this thing off of this planet. It's ripping everything around here apart."
How are we going to keep it from doing that to the ship?
I don't think it works on you guys because you're like me.
I don't know. I felt a lot of weird energy as we came down onto the planet.
Well, I could try to contain it. What kind of shuttle is this?
Paw Avengers, the shuttle.
He sighs heavily and looks down. Well, if it's a Paw Avengers shuttle. Parvis, are you here? Yes, Mr. Raccoon, right away. Oh, Parvis, I need to work on a containment device for an Infinity Gauntlet. You got something like that? And he and the ship's AI will begin putting things together to ensure that the collar is not going to cause harm to you on your travels home.
Okay.
I didn't know the ship could do that.
I didn't either. But then again, there was a lot that wasn't explained to us when we left chasing Rocket.
Yeah.
It's a brown box. The cats get a hold of it. They take the color out, and they're confused by the box. Yeah.
We were going to play with the toy, but now I have a box. Man, I love cats. All right. So he begins working on that. He says, "If you guys seen anybody else like us?"
Here? No. Couple of different shows, yes. Emma Frost, Danny Rand, Dr. Banner.
The vampire dude that was in love with Centuria.
What?
I don't think he was part of that group.
Well, I think Wanda messed up giving us access to this thing. I think we can use it to overload the system if we work together.
Is this the actual stones? Because Doctor Strange told us a little bit about these.
I don't think they're the real ones, but I think that this thing thinks that they're real enough that they can mess with the realness of this fake dimension.
Okay.
You're wanting something to shake everything up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, let's get off the planet first, then deal with the...
Yeah, Stick Guy, why don't you go get in the cockpit?
They're arrows.
Yeah, sure they are. I know a guy with an arrow, and he could shoot a lot more people at once with one of those than you can.
We'll see.
If you want something like that, I could probably help you install the thing in your head.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a different arrow guy.
What, you got more than one arrow guy in your universe? That seems wasteful.
Well, the one that was on your Earth, or unless there's a space one I don't know about.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yondu, he's blue. He's got a red arrow.
Oh, I was talking about Hawkeye, the purple one with the other arrows.
That guy's still alive?
Yeah.
Huh.
They color code their arrow gas here.
I mean, have you seen Bowman's costume and his dad's costume?
We color code our arrow guys, fuck.
I can't believe you guys got more than one arrow guy. It seems so silly.
You just admitted to having more than one arrow guy, though.
No. Earth's got an arrow guy, and we got an arrow guy.
But that's still two arrow guys.
You just put yours further apart, that makes it better.
One of them's not using an ancient piece of technology. One of them's using a... Actually, it might be an ancient piece of technology, but it's a much better ancient piece of alien technology.
Debate later. Containment unit now. Overload whatever Wanda's doing to this place later. Yes?
Yeah, that's fine, sure.
Fine. And I guess Bowman's gonna go take the controls.
You know what's cool about your bow dog, though, is he can play fetch with himself. That's pretty handy.
He hadn't thought of that, but now he really wants to do it.
The perfect time to pull out the boomerang arrow.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
Well, with you all working on the container device and the shuttle taking off from the planet, I think that's a good point for us to take our quick break. So we're going to get up and stretch our legs, and I'm going to go stand in some light for a little bit. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
All right.
Bodog is fetch Beaumont here.
That was very good.
I'm giving Deuce a hero point.
That's Beaumont.
Alright, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, everybody. Thank you for bearing with us while we ran off for our sneaky break. Tonight, so far, our heroes have managed to vanquish the villainous Black Order, but they're cats. It was great. Our heroes rescued Rocket Raccoon, have recovered the Infinity Collar and all of the Infinity Stones, and are currently working on building a containment device to keep it safe on the shuttle as they figure out their next plans.
Doggone good time.
Importantly, the channel has not changed. Even as the shuttle is leaving the atmosphere, and you can see vaguely that there are credits rolling on the wall opposite of where you're all standing.
I don't think we've ever gotten to the end of a show before. not really sure I want to stick around and find out what happens after that. Rocket, how many people came here with you?
5 of us. It was,
Do you know where they are?
It was Banner, Emma Frost, me, Danny Rand, and Wong.
So Wong is the only one that we haven't run into in any of this.
Yeah, I also don't like the idea of seeing what happens at the end of the credits.
Well, we don't have much longer. We have to figure out what we're going to do. Did you want to... I know we said we were going to build a containment unit to keep this thing safe, but maybe safe isn't what we need right now.
Yeah, you're probably right. Unless we can get Wade to change the channel again.
I haven't heard anything from Wade this entire show. He was chirping in every other one we were in. And I don't know what that means.
Maybe he's not watching anymore.
That's even worse, isn't it?
Probably.
Wouldn't... Okay, well, you said we could potentially overload these to break the magic, this hold on reality that Wanda has here.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
what do we need to do?
somebody's got to put it on and make a wish.
What?
What?
When you have all of the stones assembled, you can basically put on the... Well, it's a gauntlet usually, but this is a collar, so you got to put it on, and then you get to make a demand of the stones, and they make it happen. It's usually very dangerous for a lot of folks to do.
So, what does it do to you?
It kills most people.
Where's it, out of character-wise, where is the collar currently sitting?
It's sitting on a science table in the middle of the med bay.
As soon as he says it kills most people, I'm gonna go reach for it, grab it.
Rocket's not gonna stop you.
Mortis is quicker than the rest of us in terms of
Centuria is like, ugh, fine. You're already dead.
Mortis. Are you sure?
You gotta do something, and I'm kind of sort of dead already, so...
Yeah, but if you re-die, we can't undo that.
He has a point.
Well, it's either me or Mortis. 'Cause I have the best chance of resisting any damage.
I heal quick.
So,
I heal quick, but I don't
I put it on.
Mortis is like, shut up. End of discussion.
So
Done with all that jibba jabba.
Mortis puts on the Infinity Collar.
Does it go with my outfit?
It goes very much with your outfit. It's weird, it grows spikes when you put it on.
It's like resonant and goth resonant. It's kind of cute.
Oh no, Mortis is about to make a leather daddy wish. But Mortis, you put it on and you instantly feel a surge of power pulse through your body. You get to make a demand of the collar.
Well, Mortis, we want to undo the reality warping magic that's in place over Kamar-Taj. That's what we need. And I think we better hurry. Those credits look like they're almost out.
Yeah, they're getting ominously to the point where you know the credits are over. Like, there's the free-floating words and then the black space underneath.
Special thanks to
An Alex Trauma production.
no
No dogs were harmed in the making of this TV episode.
Oh, and only a few cats. And I snap.
Awesome.
Impressive with the paw.
So you snap, Mortis, and the energy pulses through your body, and the entire TV set begins to you notice it's a TV set to start with. Begins to disintegrate and pull away, and your animal forms give way to your true forms, and everything warps and moves and fades away in this cascading crimson energy. I guess it would be scarlet energy. Pushes away from Kamartaj, and you find yourself standing in the courtyard of this Himalayan mountain fortress. Mortis, I need you to make a will save for me.
Oh, wow.
Mortis rolled 13. Oh, I got a 13.
Mortis, I need you to roll a better will save for me.
Mortis rolled
Oh,
a
that
1.
0 point.
1 on that roll, by the way. Mortis could not have gone any worse on that, but Mortis has 0 points. And Mortis is not talking about himself in third person as well.
Because why not?
Well, that would be a 25.
25.
It's a better will save.
Is
If
pretty
I-
good.
If I roll again, can I keep the higher of the two? Because I don't want to do worse than. Well, I really can't do a whole lot worse than that. It's
I mean, you
another-
rolled a 3.
Yeah, you can spend another hero point, yeah.
Yeah.
And with hero points, you get to use the best no matter what.
The best
Okay.
around.
Hmm.
Almost as good as you could do.
28.
Importantly, 28 was the DC, so you were able to shrug it off. It was a rank 18 effect. You feel the energy pulse through you, and it seeps into your body for a moment, and you feel a connection to the soul stone that's in the collar, sort of speaking to you in this. It's not really words, but it's intention that feeds into your mind. You get the impression that the soul stone wants you and your friends to succeed on your task. And to empower you to do so, the soul stone is giving you a free one-time use of that stone while you're in the Marvel Universe. And Mortis, you understand that what you can do with the soul stone, it has a lot of different interesting abilities. You can use it to resurrect and conjure the spiritual representation of people who are dead. You can use it to grant sentience to inanimate objects, and all sorts of other fun soul things.
Do you want brave little toasters? Because that's how you get brave little toasters.
How'd I do now?
Toasty.
Mortis Warlock. So when we make our Freedom League Marvel Crisis Protocol characters, you'll have Soulstone Wielder as one of your bonuses. Which is a very niche joke. Mostly for me.
And I going to frighten everyone when we go back to the other heroes. Why does Mortis have the soul stone?
Because reasons.
Ours now, sorry.
So we're standing in Kamartaj. I'm assuming Dr. Banner, Emma, and Danny are with us.
Yes, as is Wong.
Oh, hey.
Who looks like he was in the middle of fighting Danny. when the world changed. And they all stopped what they were doing in the midst of some sort of shenanigan-y TV thing. It looks like Emma was in the middle of competing on Chopped. Hulk looks like he is standing at a buzzer for Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
That poor buzzer.
And all of you are standing in the Camertage in the real world, you feel.
Wow. I assume you're Wong?
He sort of looks... he dusts himself off, steps away from Danny. Indeed, I am Wong, the dean here at Camartage.
Cool. You don't happen to know where we were looking for the Darkhold, right?
Yes.
You don't happen to have a copy of the Darkhold here, do you?
Perhaps we should talk inside.
Right. Oh, give me a second. Hawkeye? You
Go
still
for
in
it.
range?
Yeah.
How long were we that? How long were we gone?
You just sent me back a couple minutes ago.
Okay. Let Carol and the others know we took care of the magic surrounding Camartage. We found Wong.
Good. Do you want me to come back?
Look at Wong. Is it better to do this here, or should we leave?
The Scarlet Witch will know that her spell has failed here.
Yeah, bring the jet around, Hawkeye. We can head out.
Long looks wistfully back at his office like, I was going to make tea.
Engage the surprise.
That's actually the TV show he was in.
Of course it was.
But Hawkeye will come, he'll land the Quinjet, and you guys will be able to scramble in and get away before Wanda comes to investigate what happened to her little TV bubble.
Well, we need a. The whole point was to come here to get a copy of the book, though.
But Wong said it was better if we talked somewhere else, so
Yes, but the book's still there.
we don't know that the book was there.
You guys came to find Wong because Doctor Strange believes there's a copy in the Dark Dimension that Wong hid.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
But, yeah, the Quinjet will take off, and you guys will be free to head off. What direction are you heading?
I want to go back to the
Home base.
the home base, but obviously we don't want to head directly back there. We want to try to put distance between us and Camartage and disguise the trail as much as possible.
Albuquerque. We're heading for Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. Gotta make that left turn.
Canada by way of the Bahamas. Hawkeye will say, hey, Arrow Guy, you want to come up here and help me lay a bad
Arrow?
trail?
Yeah, I cut your back.
And
And,
he'll give you a thumbs up.
Bowman will head up to sit next to his new best friend.
Resident will look at Rocket and just shake her head. Low-hanging fruit. Not worth it.
I'll leave it alone for now, but I think if it comes to one of us who's got to get left behind, I think we have a backup bow guy.
We don't leave anyone behind.
You're like the Avengers. Okay, got it.
So, is this safe enough, Wong? Can you tell us about the Darkhold now?
Yes, I suppose.
Doctor Strange did say that you were the one that could help us help you.
Of course he did. Strange needs to quit promising people access to mystic artifacts that are too dangerous to be kept in this world. You are the interdimensional people that he has been associating with, are you not?
That's us.
Well, I am sorry for what has happened to your dimension and the mystical ramifications of the Nether War. Strange hasn't told me much, but I know you are recovering from something traumatic.
Something traumatic is happening here too.
Indeed.
We just want to help. We're not trying to abscond with the book.
Strange is right to think that the Darkhold is something that can help turn the tide back in this dark hour. But it is a power that comes with a great cost. Those who wield the Darkhold often find themselves drawn inexorably into its evil and into the service of Chthon. But if there is any spell that is capable of subduing Chthon long enough for the resurrection of the Vishanti, it would be in that book.
So you don't like it, but we're going to use it anyway. Great.
It is an option, that's all I'm saying. Just, it is a dangerous option.
And messing with time isn't.
That is also a messy option. And signature Steven.
It's option G. We got a while.
Do you have a non-messy option? Because we didn't hear much when we got here in the way of non-messy options.
We could try to appeal to Doom's sense of ego. Place our bets on him in the war against Chthon and hope that he rules magnanimously when he is the ruler of the universe.
That doesn't sound like a very good option.
No, a man who calls himself Doom is probably not doesn't have the best interest of the people in his heart. No, I think the Darkhold may be our best bet, especially to restore the Vishanti without causing additional harm to the space-time continuum.
Are there any precautions we can put in place that would help whoever would read from it?
None that I know
Mortis.
of.
Mortis and I were not from here. Maybe our magics would interact with it differently.
Perhaps. I would have to study your capabilities and see how I think they would interact with the dark forces. You have a safe place that we can coordinate and prepare for a ritual to travel into the dark dimension?
Is there really such a thing as a safe place on this planet right now?
Not particularly, but
There's the facility that Stephen took us to when we came here. Somewhere in the Canadian wilderness.
that place would be warded against most conventional means of surveillance, but I fear the magic that we're going to have to call upon is going to attract the attention of very powerful mystical forces. I would hesitate to lead that danger to them.
Do you know of any place else we could go?
One of the sanctums.
Aren't they all kind of meshed with ours at the moment?
We could go into ours, go through the crossroads. It wouldn't be exactly connected to this place, right? So they wouldn't exactly see it.
Sure, Gatorman, a powerful sorcerer.
No.
No, but he points out the obvious a lot more times than most of us do.
It's a
Just-
reasonable location to conduct this ritual. However, I fear it would open a tendril from the dark dimension into yours, which could lead to danger in the future for where you come from.
If you want to test our abilities first, without drawing the attention of anybody else, then we could go to the sanctums and test there. If you feel like it's a better bet to come back here to access the dark dimension, then we'll do that. But if we want, like you said, to not draw extra attention to the remaining heroes here, let's start with that path.
I mean, not that it would be fun to watch the magical measuring contest happen, but fuck it, we're already connected our universe to every other universe through it anyway. What is one more dark dimension gonna matter? Plus, if it blows up, it's not gonna matter anyway, so let's just go for the time.
That is an admirable attitude, Mr. Gatorman. However, Dormammu is not just any dark despot. If he does not know about your universe, it would be wise to ensure he remains that way. But I do believe that we can begin preparation for the ritual in your dimension, safe from the prying eyes of Chthon and Doom.
Okay. Then let's have Hawkeye set us down somewhere, and then send him back to let Strange know what's going on. Without as much magic on board, you should be able to make it back without a problem.
Okay, Strange some heroes back, so that'll be good.
Yeah, and Strange knows where to meet us then.
Okay, it says, tell him to meet you in the weird extra-dimensional party house?
Party house is a strong word. But yeah. Mortis, are you ready to head back home for a bit?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Hawkeye, set us down somewhere remote.
He looks over at Bowman and looks out at all of the vast Himalayan mountains below. Do you think any of these will work?
Bowman is going to try to scan to look for somewhere safe to land here. That's also somewhere that won't be very easily spotted from some magical being flying by.
That's a good call. You guys are able to find a valley that has an overlook that you're able to hide the Quinjet under.
Okay. We'll give Hawkeye the instructions to head back, let Strange know what's going on, get Emma, Danny, Dr. Banner, and Rocket back to Carol and her group.
Give him a 10-minute head start in case the magical whatever teleports here.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm gonna lend Hawkeye one of my magic nullification arrows. Just in case.
Should have told me you had anti-witch arrows.
They're not always effective. Magic is pretty new to me.
Well, I'll let you know how it works out.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be around to do that.
I will be. Don't worry, Bowman.
I'm not worried. Hawkeye.
And he's gonna give you that big forearm handshake that dude bros do.
Yeah!
Friendship.
Man, I hope that guy doesn't die, says Hawkeye as he flies away.
Man, I hope he doesn't die, says Bowman as he flies away.
Same.
Then we'll have Mortis open a crossroads back to our dimension, and away we go.
Excellent.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, One Rune. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. But you are able to easily hop, skip, and jump your way all the way back from the crossroads and into the Nexus Point, the sort of combined Nerian Nexus, Tower of Fate, and Sanctum Sanctorum. And Club Tartarus. All four of them are all smashed up together.
Mm-hmm.
And Jupe's here. Look at that. Hi, Jupe. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
All right.
And where are you disembarking inside the Nexus?
I'm assuming that we always head back to the orrery where we
Yes.
actually. So that's where we'd pop out.
Excellent. You guys pop out, teleporting through the multiverse and exploding out into the room with all of the golden globes. Wong sort of looks around, rather impressed with the setup here. This is an excellent way of visualizing the multiverse.
The
We
house
tend to
helped
use a
with
lot
that.
of old books in our musings.
Well, the house helped set a lot of things up, so.
Thank you,
Shall
Jupe,
we?
for your sub, and that's a hero point for Jonesy from Jupe Jupe.
Oh, thank you.
Check to see what's happened since we left.
Yeah,
There's
Sala
one.
does come to the door when you all come in through your multiversal portal. And he looks and he says, "Have you retrieved the eyes of Agamotto?"
Not yet, but we're trying to keep a low profile, so this was the best place we could do some arcane testing.
I lost sight of you across the dimensions for a while there. I was worried the worst had happened.
Not yet, at least.
Well,
Have the others returned at all?
no, we haven't seen any of the other dimensions check in yet. Although Miss Sophie did stop by here once while you were gone.
Sophie.
She came to volunteer her services for the crusade, she called it. But I told her that I couldn't accept any of her help without consulting with all of you first.
Look over at Bowman.
I ran into her earlier. She offered the same thing.
She has a vendetta.
She does. I don't necessarily trust her, but I was going to mention this to all of you once we were finished on the current crisis.
I mean, it's not like Adrian hasn't wronged all of us in more ways than one at this point, but
I would prefer to have her somewhere we can see her and aimed at our current problem, but I'm not sure I can be entirely objective when she's around.
okay. Table that discussion for later then.
No, I want to see this conversation. I was about to pop the popcorn.
We don't have time, Sala.
Table that conversation for now. We have to help Wong and Strange and keep Adrian from getting whatever he went to their universe to get. house, can we have a training room?
You hear the sound of floorboards splintering and moving as a room is being built for you.
Thank you.
Also, Jupiter, I'm sorry that you and Calvin are going through that up there. That's terrible. I hope you guys are going to be okay.
Yeah, it's been smelling smoky like last couple of days.
All right, Calvin. We know you were chain smoking in the woods. Won't tell anybody.
I haven't been that far north.
Do you guys have a Smokey
Convenient
the Bear in
alibi.
Canada?
Yeah, but it's SMOU.
Oh no!
It's Smokey the moose.
I'm dead. I'm done. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Hey,
Oh my god.
We're gonna put this fire out, head on down to Tim's, eh? Oh
They
man.
hit it on the way up. They don't need to head back down.
Mm-hmm. But the Nerian house is preparing a training facility for you all. Resonant, there is some writing on the wall as an answer to your question. The house is asking, what dimensions are you looking for? What capabilities are you looking for this room to have?
I'll look to Wong. What are you looking for? What do you need to test from us?
Your purity. And your ability to act under duress.
I relay that information to the Nexus.
Our purity?
I think I just did that.
Bowman did just do that.
Yep.
Gotta do it again.
Can I be excused?
I need
You
a
guys
note.
take transfer credits?
I need a note from your purity doctor.
Get a note from Alpha.
Here's my transcript.
I had to pay $25 to get this.
Tax a digital copy.
Yep.
Too real.
Wong says, "I can go and oversee the house as it's preparing the chamber. It might take it a little what."
I think you might upset it if you decide to oversee it.
Interesting. You allow your magic house to be upset with you?
Allow the magic house to do anything.
Magic House does what it wants.
Do you not have a sorcerer supreme to keep your sanctum in check?
You're looking at 5 of them. But the one for Earth is currently in flux.
So the house is acting out because it doesn't have a master. I understand.
Pretty sure I look at Sala. Pretty sure the house acted out when it had a master.
Adrian was never a firm master to the house. Have a good night, Jupe. Thanks for stopping by. Sala, would you mind accompanying me and we could keep an eye on what's going on and try to direct the house as best as possible? And Sala will say, I have a feeling we're going to get along very well. Shall I brew some tea? And the two of them are going to go off and go do XP things together.
Okay. I wasn't expecting to have the downtime.
Importantly, Wong didn't say how long it was going to take.
I know.
What can we take care of in the meantime then?
open up that can of worms I tried to shut, since it won't stop wriggling.
One of the panels in the house's walls will open and it will reveal a pager for you, Resonant.
Pager?
Mm-hmm.
Am I in the early 2000s?
Could be a doctor.
Late 1900s.
Oh, the late 1900s.
1900s.
Oh.
Stop it.
Just out of reflex, just walk over, pick it up, walk back to Resident with and go, doctor.
Okay.
On the pager it says, "I will alert you when it is time."
Oh.
Is it a pager or like one of those little ones that you
Restaurant
get-
buzzers.
Restaurant. Yeah, buzzers.
Like Olive Garden.
I was just thinking that, Jones.
It
When
says the
you
next.
share your family.
Is the test ready?
Our test is ready.
Oh man.
Your table is ready.
Don't even know what a sizzler is, but it sounds great.
Oh. Yeah, kind of at a loss. Like, we need to do the test that Wong is prepping, but that's gonna take a bit. I guess talking about Sophie is the next thing we actually can do.
So, Alex, question for you.
What's up?
Can I still feel the connection to the Soul Stone?
You can.
And was it just a feeling, or is there like, did I actually get stuck with this Soul Stone, like a gem?
Give me an insight check. Or an expertise crossroads, whichever one's best.
Hooked on the feeling.
What is any doubt which of those is better for me?
Right.
20.
You feel like you might be in a situationship with the Soulstone right now.
It's complicated.
It seems to be a big fan of you and your work.
Did pick up a boyfriend in that dimension.
You might be gold.
Shoot your shot. You got this.
Like, since a soul stone is an inanimate object, and you can make an inanimate object with the soul stone, Liv, can we make the soul stone?
Hi, I'm Sully, the Soul Stone.
It seems like you're trying to resurrect someone today. Do
That
you
is-
want help?
That is such a player character question.
Not that that's what we're gonna do, but I'm just very curious.
I didn't hear a no.
I don't know. I don't know
Soulstone.
what the answer is in the Marvel universe, but I do know what my answer is.
What's your answer?
Shake
Resounding
the
yes.
magic 8-ball and find out.
Oh no.
I made one of Bowman's teeth a bad guy. You think I won't have the Soulstone turn into a little dude? Give him little
And you get a
legs.
toast. You get a toast to come alive.
That's right, Toasty.
Sully, the Soul Stone.
Solely, everything is just E.
Hmm.
Sully, the Soul Stone.
Davy, Toasty, Soul.
And the Infinity Gang.
Watson-y.
Oh.
All right, Bowman. What do you want to do about Sophie?
Honestly, I've been concerned about whatever she might have been up to since we saw her last. Part of me wishes I had kept her at least within arm's reach where I could keep a track of what she's been up to, but I don't know if we can trust her around the house, even. I'm sure she still has plans to become the Sorcerer Supreme of this earth.
Master Mage.
That's what I said.
I know. It's just too many different titles being thrown around.
Do you
They
have
all
someone you
largely
can?
the same.
Do you have someone you can stick her with? I mean, look, she's going to be helpful, especially with everything going on. And if you don't trust her by herself, do what Daedalus did. He stuck you guys with me. Stick her with somebody, and they can keep an eye on them. If you got someone you trust.
Lord Tracker.
I mean, I trust Sala, but I don't know that he's a match for her and her raw power. The house, the Nexus could do something maybe to dampen her. I don't like the fact that we're entertaining this idea.
You realize you have a little toy eldritch in like 2 rooms down, and frankly, they're the ones trying to kill everybody.
Just because he's trying to destroy the entire universe doesn't mean that she's not trying to kill people. Do what's best for her that's bad for everybody else. Just because we have a big problem doesn't mean that she's not a small one.
That is true. I'm just nervous about what she could do on her own. Although I'm also concerned about what she could do here.
Giving her access to the Nexus makes her infinitely more powerful than out there on her own. It's harder to get 2 potent magical items out in Freedom City. Hell, even in heck anywhere, even in the world, just because it's harder for her to get somewhere to get to them. The Nexus, no matter how much we lock things down, if she's supposed to be helpful, it's going to have to give her things to let her be helpful, things that will help her learn and grow and refine her talent.
So is there anything we can do that doesn't involve letting her in the Nexus?
Not if we want her tracking Adrian. Not if we want her doing anything that would be conducive to furthering our mission. Although maybe there's something. Mortis, help me work this through. And anybody else, please. We know after we defeated Una, Adrian's surprise at the end there had a profound effect on reality. And we've been too busy putting all of this together to chase Adrian. We don't actually know what the effects in our world have been. If you wanted to bring her in to do something, understanding what effect Adrian's trap had here may help us better understand what happened elsewhere. And understanding that effect may help us counter him in the long run. There had to be a reason he put his contingency plan in place for when or if we defeated Una. Obviously, it was a when. But we don't know anything about it. We don't know what he did. We don't know what the effect is. Other than versions of us perished across the multiverse. But what else happened? What other unforeseen consequence came of that? If she could figure out changes here without being in the Nexus, that may give us a leg up.
More importantly, there are dozens and dozens of supernatural threats currently plotting that aren't Adrian. They're out there in the rest of this world that we don't have time to deal with right now.
It's a good point.
And the likes of which, Thunderbolt, and the rest aren't, and Johnny Rocket and the rest of them aren't readily equipped to deal with.
You thinking we contract her out to the Freedom League? They would be decent babysitters.
And more importantly, she can, be there on the front line dealing with, Baron Samedi or anyone else that shows up causing problems. Or we're busy dealing with Aldrich because, well, sinking a continent and raising an army of the undead might be bad, but we're dealing with multiversal level, annihilation. So my wonder is if there's something here we can help arm her with that will allow her to be effective, but not necessarily get the raw arcane energy of, and there's also be a chance if she really wants to try to redeem herself, which I find doubtful beyond belief, but if she does, this would be her chance to try to redeem herself.
Centuria?
I'm torn because while I don't want her here, I know that the closer she is, the more I can keep an eye on her. But I don't think bringing her in here is worth us personally being able to keep an eye on her if there's another option.
I'm not going to be around enough to keep an eye on her, unfortunately.
I don't feel comfortable taking her into other dimensions. So I don't think bringing her here is a viable option.
Well, I like Mortis's idea, contracting her out to the Freedom League as a magical consultant with us missing. Like he said, there are threats that need dealing with. And if she has time to research the effects of Adrian's magic and what side effects may have occurred here, it's information that we could learn while she's helping keep the fires lit and the lights on here. And I think that speaks to what you were talking about, Gatorman, getting somebody to watch her, to somebody powerful enough to keep her in check.
Hey, you know her better than I do. I just think I don't have her background. That's all you. But if she's anywhere powerful enough that makes you two, looking at President Mortis, take a second look, I'd rather have her doing something than sitting on the sidelines. So whether it's fighting the home fight, or I don't care if you slap her with Doctor Strange, because here hopefully soon his world will be done. Whatever babysitter you want, but if she's willing to be used, let's use her for some good instead of nothing.
More importantly, not teaming up with the wrong folk.
Yeah.
Yep, the League can keep her from making any sort of connections we don't want.
See? So you got a babysitter, you got some good deeds. Redemption arc. Works great. So I'm
Okay.
here.
I don't know if we'll get that lucky twice, Gator Man.
Yeah, I'm probably come back after this, but that's fine. So do we need to leave to talk to her instead of inviting her to the house?
I'm assuming, Bowman, you can get in touch with her.
Yeah, we keep running into each other.
Okay. Well, I'll let you be the messenger in this case. The rest of us, I guess, we'll take a little bit of downtime. Try to prep for whatever Wong has planned for us. And it's not much else to do but wait around then.
So, if we're gonna ask her to go out running out in the world, we probably should do something for her though. Be right back. I'm going to walk off, Alex, and try to find the armory in the house.
Okay.
And
you're easily able to find your way down there.
my plan is to get some undisclosed item at this point to give to Sophie to help her be a more frontline combatant and help the Freedom League.
Excellent.
Her sidekick solely the Soul Stone?
No, she's not getting solely the Soul Stone.
Oh, thank you for this. This is wonderful.
No, but yeah, something to be disclosed and whatever, spin-off / miniseries that she gets.
Yeah, wherever we fucking deal with this.
You open this can of worms.
This is my bad. Let's do something smart with her, said my intelligent players.
So I will give the package to Bowman, so when he goes to speak with her, he has the packet, the wrapped up package of whatever the item is that will be disclosed at a later time.
Excellent.
But I may have just drafted her into not Batman Incorporated. I mean,
Freedom League Dark Incorporated.
LLC. So, we got time. I'll be back, but can you send me to Emerald City, Mortis? I don't know how I follow you guys around. I don't know how to work this magic stuff.
yeah, I can take you to Emerald City.
Yeah, just
Um,
come get me when you're ready. I got something to do.
okay. Yeah, I will take him to Emerald City, and then I will find someplace quiet and just try to focus on the Soul Stone and try to just get more understanding of it.
Excellent. Centuria, do you have anything in particular you want to do while you have a little bit of downtime?
I want to find my dog. First off, 'cause I think he was in the Nexus, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And then
He
I
looks
need
at
to
you like
make
you
sure-
he looks at you like you smell like other dogs, and he can't figure out why.
I was another dog, but it's a long story. Fuck.
The R?
He can talk.
Yeah, but he still makes the.
Arr? And then after I find the dog and tell the dog about my day, I'm going to go make sure that nobody's discovered my husband.
Back at Freedom Tower.
Make sure everything at Freedom Tower is also not gone to shit in the meantime.
Bowman doesn't make a crossbow harness for Centuria's dog. I don't love you anymore.
It's even funnier because it's a big old dog too.
Big old crossbow.
We'll make it work.
One of those Van Helsing crossbows.
I was gonna say at that point it's not a crossbow, it's a ballista.
Ballista. Yeah.
Ballista.
Resina, is there anywhere in particular that you were looking to go?
Back to the bookstore. Check in on Sam.
Awesome. And Bowman, where are you heading?
Picking out the bow cycle. So he's gonna send a message to Daedalus, letting him know about what we intend to do. But hopefully he'll agree with. And then taking the bow cycle out to where Auntie Sophie was buried, and just waiting for Sophie Prime to show up, like I expect she will.
Well, we'll come back to you, Bowman, because I think I know where I want the trauma to land.
Oh, great.
Oh my god.
Centuria, you wind up back at Freedom Tower, and you get a notification from Daedalus, Centuria. Kate, can you please report to the conference room?
Oh shit.
Busted!
Never good when you get called into the principal's office.
Oh, report to the conference room.
One of the Cynthias is there waiting for you. She says, "Can I get you a refreshment, Miss Leeds?"
What is this about?
You've been found out, my dear.
Found out about what?
She sort of looks over her shoulder, looks around. It's probably best if I don't say.
Give me a hint.
It rhymes with resurrected husband.
No, it's okay. Don't give me a drink. And then I'll just clobber into the door.
And in the conference room, you see Daedalus is there. Thunderbolt is on one side of the table, and Thunderbolt's body is on the other side of the table.
Whoops.
And that's where we're going to end this week's session.
Ooh.
I thought you wanted the trauma to land over there.
Ah.
you
Go
know.
for the classic direction.
That's where the trial's going to start next week.
Oh no!
No. I don't want there to be two thunderbolts in my presence, even if one of them isn't actually him.
You can tell Thunderbolt is mad despite him not having a face.
It's got his
I didn't
emoji.
do it on purpose.
Thunderbolt squint.
The energy is condensed.
We're going to put a little LED screen in this mask.
Look, Ray, we gave you facial expressions again. Aren't you happy?
Why are they stuck on Grumpy?
Oh, it's set to Kevin.
Oh.
Why does it look like Overdrive's face?
Ow.
It's so tough being Ray Gardner Jr. I can't wait for you guys to see the art I commissioned for him.
Oh.
He's having a great time. It's gonna be great. But yeah, thank you again, everybody who spent some time here with us tonight. I have had a lot of fun. I'm glad we are out of WandaVision, ready to get back to our regular flavor of bad things happening to good people, and good things happening to good people, and bad things happening to bad people, and all the various permutations of that. As for news around the network, the Gemstars are the Gemstars live next Tuesday, Calvin?
Yes, it's a. It will be a sleepover party while our GM is away.
Oh my god.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's gonna be banana pancakes. Jemmy's running
Pillow
that,
fights.
right? I'm excited to see how that goes out. I think everybody should get the chance to be a GM. And I can't wait for Kat to run an episode of Netherwar.
Oh, there's so many vampires.
Ooh.
Other news around the network, if you have not heard yet, we still have our Patreon at patreon.com/Untold Stories Project. That's the best place to go to support us, so that we can continue making better content more regularly for you all. Every dollar that goes in there goes into making our channel even better than it is now. And we appreciate everybody who signed up, including Warren Maximus and Squire Cortez. Thank you for your support. It's very important to us. I don't know that we have a blog post ready to go tomorrow, but if there is one, it'll be out tomorrow. Friday, we'll have a new episode of the podcast, Heroes of Tomorrow, available to listen to. And Origins is 3 weeks away.
2.
2 weeks away. That sounds fake.
2.
We are hard at work preparing our adventures and getting everything ready. So we can't wait to see everybody there, particularly for the Hades invasion. It's very important. So I'm excited for that big celebration with everyone. I want to give everybody a chance to say goodbye and plug anything they want to plug, and then we'll get out of here for the evening, starting with Kat.
Hey guys, thanks for watching as always. Definitely pick up our podcast. I almost always say blog post. I have no idea why. Definitely listen to our podcast. It's a blast, and I think the episode coming out this week is sort of related to what we're doing here. So, or at least last season. So, definitely listen to that. And yeah, so where am I? Jonesy? Jonesy's next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jonesy's next to me. Yep. Go ahead.
Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. Very much looking forward to Origins and Gen Con. But Origins first. If you come by, if you're in Columbus and you're going to Origins, please say hi. I will be helping the Hades invasion, and I'll be at the Greenman booth. And if people are really ask, I might be conned into running a pickup game or something. So, other than that, it is Pride Month, so happy Pride for those who celebrate. For those who don't, who like to celebrate but don't feel like they can because it's not safe for them to be out. You matter, and just because you may not be able to be out doesn't mean you can't, celebrate in your own way. So, and with that, I will kick it down to Calvin.
All right. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to see how this conversation with Sophie goes. So definitely come back for that next week. And also check out Gemstars because I have no idea what's going to happen. A lot of dramatic stuff happened in the last half hour of that episode. So we'll see how this little sleepover goes.
Nobody's going to be happy about it.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, also check out the Heroes of Tomorrow podcast. And if you're on YouTube, please check out the Lumen Dice channel, where we have weekly tabletop RPG podcasts and gaming streams. If you want to see me overreact to Garrus saying he's my boyfriend officially, then check out the last stream, because I didn't know there was some really happy DLC stuff going on in Mass Effect 3 through all the most miserable Mass Effect that's ever been. So
he was finished with his calibrations. He's ready for love.
Yeah, it's very much a moose.
God would stop killing people. Baby, time for love.
But my foe. It's very much a mood swing, but it's really fun. So yeah, please check out that last episode. And with that, I'll pass it off to Andy.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. If you joined us live, thank you so much. If you're joining us on video on demand on Twitch or over on our YouTube channels, we appreciate you in any way that you like to support our little streaming side of the internet here at the Untold Stories Project. We'll be back next week, and then we'll be off for Origins, which is going to be the fastest 5 days ever, because it usually is. And I'm looking forward to just continuing on with our superhero shenanigans here on Wednesday nights. I'll pass it over to Deuce.
Yeah, everybody, as always, thank you so much. Watching live, after the fact, whenever you do, we always appreciate it. And just to say, for those who don't know, we lost the Iron Sheik today, so make sure you tell someone you love him, because he's one of the great villains, and now he's up in heaven giving the angels a camel clutch. So we'll miss you, Sheiky, baby. That back to Alex.
Well, thank you again, everybody. We will be here again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. There's going to be a lot of fun conversations that I've got to get ready for as GM. It'll be great. I didn't do it to myself. I did it to myself. But until then, please continue to make good choices. Take some time to play a game yourself, and we will see you